I'm telling you that your crew was unprofessional.
And these are people who are not necessarily known for being liars. These are not people who deceive. These are not people who harass or bully.
I believe that some of them, that's probably true, but in this case you do have somebody who is bullying, assaulting and stealing, and you do have somebody telling lies. So if I show you the proof, then what can you do?
Well, first off, you can't show me the proof.
You're watching OTN, the Obscure Truth Network.
So John, what's the city policy on the city police who attack people in handcuffs?
He was getting, his arms on the side of him so that he could hug me, and Rivera tackled him.
Well, all I've heard is that the person attempted to flee the court.
His hands were in handcuffs and he fell over on his head.
That he was not attacked, that he ran from the building, or from the court, and that he tripped and fell.
Camera. Oh, slam me into the wall.
He very could likely have a broken neck.
Well, I'm telling you that your crew was unprofessional. We got an agent who's actually physically stolen something from my hands.
Who is the guy in the hat? The man right there stole my phone.
My impression, based on the statements that were given by the crew to the fire chief immediately following the event, and others who witnessed the event, is that you were impeding their ability to deal with a patient. It was a charged, emotional moment where the crew was trying to do its work. A person needed some help. And you were judged to be impeding that progress.
Sir, don't let anybody through.
You got it.
By the way, nothing.
Why don't you want people to see what's going on?
You didn't stand back, you interfered with that operation. The camera was in his face, he couldn't see or whatever. The cell phone was taken from your hand as a result of you blocking their ability to do their job. You were jeopardizing someone, potentially jeopardizing their life.
He approached me from several feet away.
That's not what I've heard, Ian.
You can see the video yourself.
There's no patient identity at risk here, sir. I'm filming an EMT, and you will not tell me to turn the camera off on public property. Hey! Asshole! What are you doing? Give me my phone!
In this particular case, there is strong reason to believe that you were deliberately attempting to interfere with their duties.
Those are pretty strong allegations.
And these are people who are not necessarily known for being liars. These are not people who deceive. These are not people who harass or bully. Now, if a department had been standing there, or another member of the city crew had been standing there and said something, basically what you're saying, then we wouldn't even need your statement. But right now, yours is the only statement saying...
But as usual, they protect their own, so they've got their story and they're sticking... I can't say I'm surprised.
Well, I can't say that I'm surprised either, because they don't believe that took place.
If it's determined that a camera was stolen, then nothing can be done because I haven't
anything
jumped through
other than what I've told you. But if you want to go to the police department and register your concern that your camera was unlawfully taken from you, you should do that. You have the right to do that.
So do you think it would be appropriate to, instead of this whole law enforcement factor that I don't really want to get involved in, would it be appropriate for you as the city manager to talk to your employees about what is an appropriate behavior for them and what is not?
Just talking to us, no. It's a matter of what took place. Is it an infraction of personnel rules or criminal behavior? And it's not like I'm in charge of criminal behavior. No, I can't just fire anybody. No, I can't.
You can hire them though, right?
I can hire. Oh, first off, the Police Officer Bill of Rights certainly does not provide me with an opportunity just to fire people. If police officer conduct is an issue here, then you would go to the department. If it was a criminal issue, then you would go to the police chief, and there's a process that unfolds.
Just trying to understand here, there's nothing that can be done unless I jump through whatever the police hoops are, and that will result in an investigation which could come across your desk. My big issue here is that, as we've discussed before, right, I'm being coerced into funding your agencies who, in this case, the agents are stealing from me.
In your version of what takes place, that's why a review has to be done.
So I'm coming to the manager of that organization and saying, look, I don't want to talk to the loss control department and go through all of this. We've got video footage of one of your employees engaging in theft. Just as an example, if this were Walmart and I was assaulted by one of their employees, I could make the decision to not go back ever again and shop at their store.
Right.
But I don't have that choice. I'm not a voluntary customer, on your part. I'm not saying anybody should be fired here. I'd be, satisfied with giving them a talking to about how it's inappropriate.
That's not how it works,
to take cameras from the media.
It's not how it works.
Or from anybody.
It's not how it works. The fact that I'm a boss does not make me anything more than a person who follows the rules.
To do anything at all, you need a report from Ian filed.
Ian needs to go to the police department.
I'm gonna go talk to the fire department and take a report on this.
But yet, you're willing to take the word of your fellow employees and determine that no wrongdoing was done.
Well, in my case, in what I believe is that my fellow employees typically have been proven repeatedly to be honest people.
Okay.
This department, in my opinion, is very professional, very professional. This city, by and large, is very professional. The people that work here are very caring and do a good job for this community. Well, I support my community because I love this community and I'm dedicated to it. And you're part of it.
I've been arrested 3 times for the same charge.
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry,
really
sir.
supporting the community, right, John?
They arrested me 3 times. Here I am back to get my paperwork again and again and again. I heard this guy say that these guys were doing a great job. Something's not right.